Hey guys, thanks for checking out the Bucked Up Podcast. If you wouldn't mind just hitting the subscribe button, like, sharing the video, we have new episodes coming out every Monday and Thursday. Enjoy. This episode is sponsored by Exotic Roots Hydro, which I have to give a huge shout out to. They are a huge supporter of the podcast, and I'm really happy to be working with them. If you're ever in Rochester, New York, and you need to learn about any of your hydroponic needs, go to their shop. You can follow them at Exotic Roots Hydro on Instagram. Shout out their whole team. They have an amazing venue space. They're going to be putting on tons of events. Just make sure to follow Exotic Roots Hydro on Instagram. And if you're ever in Rochester, definitely stop by. Let's get back into it. Hey guys, before we get started, I just want to say that this episode is sponsored by North Carolina underground hip-hop titans E the Mad Assassin and Seven DePantha. They recently joined forces with Polish producer Slide Beats to present their newest album, Carter and Newton, The Field Report, with a bonus track produced by Drug Beats. This album is drawing inspiration from the 97 classic debut, The War Report by Capone and Noriega. The West Coast transplants combine their respective aliases, Seven as Young Bunchy Carter and E as Graham Newton, to form their version of CNN to take the War Report into the field. Carter and Newton, The Field Report, is currently available wherever you listen to music on all streaming platforms. Welcome to the episode.
It was at this moment that he knew.
He bucked up.
Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you have fucked up.
Why dressers?
Why dressers? I don't know. I actually started getting into it just for like the mental health end of it. Just doing it in my spare time. Honestly, like garbage picking them, reusing stuff, recycle instead of throwing things out. And then it just spiraled into this. It just spiraled into something I didn't even think of.
What about, it's so weird, the like art and everything that's blossomed out of the kind of Griselda camp too, but art especially. It's,
Yes. It's contagious.
Were you painting it all before that?
No, I originally paint houses. I do construction. I've painted a piece of furniture before, but nothing, you know what I mean? Just like playing around and doing something in my house. And that was years ago.
Yeah.
That was it. And then I just started, because of Instagram, I do a lot of cabinet refinishing. So some of the people that I follow on Instagram also do furniture. And they use prints and they used all different kinds of mediums to but they're all using the same prints. They're all using the same recycled.
Yeah.
Pictures.
Was the first one the Kip one? The fuck next week?
So the first one, yes, was the Kip one with the fuck next week.
Yeah.
And that's honestly because of fuck next week. He's the one who obviously there's always reasons why you get into things and why things happen. Mm-hmm. But if it wasn't for Santana, we wouldn't have been on this journey. That's 100%.
How did you guys get in contact with him?
So there was a couple different things. So the first time
who gave you the name Lil Sis?
I don't know. They've always called me like Lil Sis, sissy girl. Like, I don't know.
I wasn't sure because I didn't know if this was your daughter or your actual sister at first. Like before all this, I didn't know.
So at home we call her Sissy or Sissy girl. Yeah, it's just a nickname that kind of stuck. And then when we're out and about, some of the homies, they just started calling her Little Sis. She's just everybody's little sister.
Yeah.
How
old are you?
I'm turning 10 next month.
Oh, wow. And were you always playing rap and stuff?
Always.
That's how I was growing up.
But I got to say this. So I was so much a hip hop head, but then I like music in general, like all kinds of music.
Yeah.
But then once a few years ago, I just wasn't watching or listening to hip hop at all. And then a few years ago, that Griselda and then West Side Gun, and it brought everybody back to hip hop.
Yeah. Do you remember what the first project you heard was?
I don't. It was like 3 years ago. I don't.
Do you remember what the first project you heard was?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't remember because honestly, I'm the type of person too. Once I heard that first song, I went down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I was all in.
That was me with Beloved by Conway. When I heard that song with Benny and Mac, I was like, I have to listen to everything.
What's going on here?
Exactly.
Like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, exactly. Because I'd like Action Bronson, of course,
Yep,
but like
yep.
the Alchemist didn't get to really like flourish with his
I was gonna say
whole
blossom. Yeah.
exactly until the Griselda with Derringer and all that.
Yes,
too.
that's insane. Actually, Derringer and I went to the same grammar school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
At the same time?
I think he's a little bit younger than me. He might have been there at the same time. It was grammar school. So I could have been in like 7th grade or so, 8th grade, and he might have been in 2nd or 3rd or 4th,
Yeah.
but we did go to the same grammar school.
So you started painting doing the dressers over quarantine?
No. So I started doing the dressers about about 8-9 months ago.
Okay.
About
So
8,
was
9.
it during?
It was during quarantine. No, it was after quarantine. It was after.
Okay.
Yeah.
And were you doing art at all during this time? Do you like to paint and?
Yeah, a lot. I love like drawing, painting, doing art, anything that's like art related.
It's really cool that you guys do it together. Like, honestly, I mean, like your work stands out, but then to have you guys do it together is really awesome. Were you listening to rap before Griselda? Was that like what you listened to, or
Not really.
who do you like who do you listen to on your free time?
I don't know. I just put on some random playlists.
I can't. I wish I was like that. I like spend way too much time curating every song I'm going to listen to. And then I'm like, I just wasted so much time for no reason. I could just put on a playlist.
Yeah. Music is great though.
It is. If really, well, that's why.
It's life.
What do you think about the Buffalo Griselda brought the art out of it?
It's insane. It literally, they put Buffalo on the map, even though like a lot of people like to keep Buffalo a secret.
Mhm.
We like to be low key.
Yeah.
But it's contagious. It just really is contagious. And seeing everybody else jumping on board, collaborating, acting like a community,
Yeah.
In harmony. It's a beautiful thing. And to be a part of it is beautiful.
But it is so rare, like out of Buffalo.
It's so rare.
So strange.
So strange.
You weren't. So, all right. We jumped around, but
Yep.
Santana. How
Yes.
did you guys how did he bring you into this?
So, okay, like I said originally, I started getting into the furniture art just as a hobby, to clear my mind and stuff like that. So then one day, fuck next week, he put a post out through his stories. He just asked me a question. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, man. My father always said, it doesn't hurt to ask. So I just asked him, I said, hey, you want to do a collab? And then he sent, his response was just a emoji of an ear. Like I'm listening.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to take it one step. It's one step.
He's not the most talkative dude.
Right. So I said, I'm not going to respond. I said, I'm going to show him what we can do. So, and that's when it really came up the idea. And then I got a hold of Kip. And then I asked him, we went back and forth with him and, let him know what we were thinking about doing with the project. And then we blasted it out.
Were you involved in this yet?
Yes.
Were you doing the furniture stuff?
Oh, yeah. She does all because we use a lot of different prints. We use, wallpaper. We use napkins.
Yeah.
Wrapping paper, tissue paper. We can put anything. We can do it all. So and Ava does a lot of the wallpapering, the paper.
Yeah.
Yep. Up the applying of fabrics.
When did you guys start doing art together or making art together?
It's probably been about 6 pieces ago, about 5 months ago. So I started doing the furniture on my own, and then Lil Sis, she started showing, that she wanted to get involved and just interest. And I was just like, hey, you know what? Why not? Now she's my partner. She's my visual arts coordinator. She picks out like the pulls, colorways, what papers we should use, what the design concepts, things of that nature, artists we work with.
And you're living a life that a lot of people it's cool that people get to follow you together as like a unit and
awesome.
as a team.
Yes.
And musically, my dad and my mom loved rap music growing up, so they would play it for me, and it really did bring us together. So it's cool seeing that. That's why I wanted to talk to you guys, and I was so happy you came along for this. I wasn't sure if it was gonna work because I see that with my parents too. It's so fun. My mom would take me to see Lil Wayne concerts.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And my dad would take me to see Wu-Tang concerts and stuff.
That's even better.
And people would be like, what? But it's you have to understand it when you're in it. It's total.
Yes.
Do people hit you with that?
So some people I've get people there's people that you shouldn't paint furniture. Like I'm doing, harm and whatever.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. There's people out there like wood furniture. I'm
like
committing a sin.
for
Yes.
furniture.
Yes. But I'm saving them from landfills. Like, for example, I
They're
have
throwing primer at you when you walk
right. Like you're a bad person. But at the same time, we garbage picked the piece that's in the Buffalo Kids Art Gallery right now.
Oh, really?
That was at the curb. It was going to go to a landfill.
That's awesome. I was just in the Buffalo Kids store looking at that piece.
Yeah, it's in the front window. That was sitting at the curb, and it was about to go in the garbage.
Wow.
And we saved it, recycled it, and now it's in an art gallery.
How was that feel? Were you guys there for opening day?
No, we were not. The line was just too insane.
I waited 10 hours and
insane.
Yeah, my feet were like killing me by the end of it. I was like, why did I do that?
Was there any clothes left by the time you got in there?
Barely anything.
Yeah.
Barely. I think
smalls.
I got one. Yeah, exactly. Well, I wear double XL, so I can fit.
Yeah. Okay.
They have the large sizes.
Yep.
But how does it feel to have because you're up in more money, less violence,
yes,
and in Buffalo Kids,
yes.
Do you have your work anywhere else?
No, not yet.
That's a pretty cool feeling.
It's an awesome feeling. It really is. It really is. It was, again, so, that piece that's in the Buffalo Kids Gallery sat in my basement for probably 3 or 4 months. I made that piece.
Oh, really?
Just to make it.
What's that song? Stain? Is that
No, that was a collab with Sam Evans Art, I should say. Sam_Evans Art. But that was what West Side Gun and Mean Gene Okerlund.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. That was
the wrestling, so
yeah.
That one was, yeah.
Do kids do people at school get it at all? Do they know?
I don't think so. I'm homeschooled actually.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Was that always the decision? Was that always what you were doing? Were you always homeschooling?
I just got homeschooled like a month ago, I think.
Do you like that better?
Yeah.
I feel like that. And it's cool because you guys can go and do other things.
Yeah.
Especially because it's coming back in a way that's going to be much different than
it
was before.
School's a lot different.
Much different.
Yeah.
The
kids are different. People don't stand up for the flag anymore. And, it's just different. The national anthem at school.
And now you guys can teach her and you can now experience other things because a lot of that time is wasted.
Yes, we agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can learn life lessons. They don't teach certain things at school that you can just learn in the real world and learn from living.
Do you kind of understand the bigger scope of the art scene that you're in, or is this just kind of like a fun thing that you're doing yet? No.
It's kind of just like a fun thing that I'm doing.
Do people recognize you because you with your hair and stuff?
She's being nice right now. Yes, they do.
Because you with you're very recognizable, both of you together. But
yeah,
that must be a weird feeling.
Does it feel good though, or how does it feel?
I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah, both ways. I feel like that.
It's different.
It is different because you grew up in Buffalo your whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and. When did you lived in Vegas for some time?
Yeah, for a couple of years. It was in my 20s. So it was a long time ago. I'm a Buffalo kid all day. Yeah.
Did you know that there was going to be a scene at all in Buffalo before? Or did it just kind of pop up to you?
It just popped up to me.
Did you listen to any of them before?
No, it's only been about I'm a latecomer to the Griselda scene, honestly. Yeah. Honestly, I am.
You said you weren't really listening to
I wasn't listening to the rap for a long time. And then when I heard a West Side track and I was just like, holy shit. And then I went down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
When
did you start? When did you bring her into it?
Just a couple months ago, because, so I do quote unquote, just regular paint jobs on furniture and stuff like that. So we were actually delivering one of my pieces I was selling and the client was late and we were waiting outside of the house and we were just watching Instagram live videos. And Pouncy, fuck next week, happened to be at the Buffalo Kids Gallery. And this is another story of why we're in the gallery. And this is why I brought her on. Now I think about it. Because we're sitting in the car watching the live video and Pouncy was there at the Buffalo Kids in the Galleria Mall. So Ava says, I want to go meet him. we're watching the video, and I said, you know what? We're having a good day. Actually, she said, Ava said, I'm having the best day of my life. Right?
Yeah, that was when I got my hair done. I used to have my hair, it was bleached with a bunch of like flowers in it.
Oh yeah.
So that's when like that happened. I just had got my hair done.
That's right. So she just got her hair done. We're delivering a piece of furniture, gonna make a couple bucks. And in the Galleria.
What about him? Did you want to why did you want to meet him?
Well, Dad was talking about it. He was like, I don't know if we should go. Like, I don't know if we'll make it there on time. So I was just like, okay, let's just go. Like, let's just see.
The shot caller.
The shot caller. And then you went.
So we ended up going.
Yeah.
And then long story short, we're hanging out, having a good time, taking pictures with everybody. West Side Gun ends up walking out. And we're actually cashing out the register. And I was just like, I seen him. And I said, you know what? I just told myself, I just got to go ask him a question. So I just walked over to him. I said, Wes, can I show you a picture? He was like, yeah, go ahead. So I showed him the dresser that I had done. And that was just sitting in the basement. And I said, I'd like to raffle this off, get some exposure for myself. Would you help me do that?
Yeah.
He was like, oh, hell no. And he was just the look on his face. I'll never forget it. He was just like, no, hell no. He goes like, the whole world needs to see this. And he was just like, I want this piece in the store. And I was just like, man, say no more. It's yours. It's yours. So
all because you said, let's go.
Yeah.
And honestly, she never said that she wanted to go. We wouldn't have gone, so, and all that happened that day. And, and then we've always had a good energy. Obviously it's my daughter and stuff. And she's just very artistic and open-minded and
now you're in the scene.
Now she is the scene. She's my partner. She's very intelligent, and we love it. We're having fun. We're having a blast.
Well, I love your hair.
Thank you.
When did you make the decision to do like a cool hairstyle, not just boring?
Well, I saw it on like a video, so I was like, wait, this is really cool, and I want to do this.
And you did the flower was that your first cool hairstyle, that one?
That was the first time I did that.
How was your reaction when she first wanted to do it? Or how was his when you first asked?
Well, I had already had my head shaved. So it was like just growing back in. It was really messy. I didn't like it. And so I was like, maybe we should shave my head again and then do that. So I told him about it. He's like, let's do it.
What made you shave your head?
I don't know. I just didn't like my hair that much.
Tell the story about the basketball game. With the two girls. Remember you came home with mommy? You were 6. I don't know if she remembers too well.
No, I don't remember it.
But she's about to be 10. She was 6 years old at the time, and we were letting her hair grow because she's got beautiful curls like your hair. She's got nice curls. So, but she saw a couple girls at a basketball game at school, and she was asking her mother why the girls were bald. And, her mother was explaining to her that, they had the cancer and, they lost their hair in the process that they go through. So she came home and she goes, I want to cut my hair and donate it.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, donating it, and it was all really short. And then like a few years later, I decided to shave it.
Oh,
basically.
wow.
Yeah.
And it fits you. It just fits your personality and everything. That's awesome. So you were cool with it right off the.
Yeah, especially the first time, and the purpose. You're 6 years old. Like, it's not something.
No, that's a beautiful cause for you.
You don't say no to that. That's just the way me and her mother said to each other. Like, you don't tell somebody no for a cause like you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had been growing out my hair, and I got it to like 10 inches, I think it was, and then I cut it.
Are you gonna?
She did it again. Yeah, she donated twice because I think it's got to be 10 inches to donate.
Where do you donate it to?
I forget what it was. I feel bad now.
Too.
I forget. We did 2 different donation places though too. I forget. That's horrible.
Are you gonna do it again?
Maybe.
Do you are you gonna keep your hair like unique styles, or would you ever go back to?
I don't know. I'm probably gonna like keep growing it out and keep doing like crazy things with it.
Yeah. I hated my curls growing up. When I And I just started maybe in the last couple of years started liking my hair.
it, yeah.
And right when I started liking it, it starts to go.
It's gone.
It's gone. I'm gonna have to shave my head in like 2 years. It's not gonna work.
She hated her curls. So I told her, I was like, you got straight hair, you hate the straight hair.
Yeah, but you don't understand it. Like oh my God, I would give my mom so much flack about how I hated my hair.
Did you have an afro when you were younger?
Yeah, and I would always try to brush it out so it was just poofy. It would be horrible. And now I like it, but it's just going back. It's going back.
It's retreating.
I know I can't do anything about it. I'm gonna look like Larry David.
The kids say I got the McDonald's symbol on my head.
That's what I have.
And for Michael.
Yeah, or M for Michael. Yeah. I got the best kids in the world, you know?
Yeah. Do you have any other?
Yeah, I have 2 other sons at home and an older son that's out of the house. Yeah.
Okay.
So she's got 3 older brothers and
oh wow, 3 older brothers.
so she's good. And then everybody else in the scene that's big
That's
uncles.
probably how you can handle like being around everyone. Is
Yeah.
with 3 older brothers. That the energy is very different. Do you listen to anything on your own time, Griselda related?
Yeah, sometimes.
Do you have a favorite out of the 3?
Probably not.
Do you have a favorite out of the 3?
Yeah, West Side Gun.
Yeah.
West Side Gun. But then it's so hard because
It is.
which I like too is because all 3 of them, they're so totally different.
Mhm.
I love that.
I do too.
West Side style and that like boot camp click, Ghostface Killer,
Oh.
Cool G rap style. That's that's Helter Skelter. Type.
Yeah, oh my Helter Skelter.
Like that type of beat and boot camp click and that's just my flavor,
I love the Fly God Rebirth shirt.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I only wear like Griselda merch, really.
We
like,
try to. It gets expensive, but we try
it
to.
gets so oh my God. I gotta like chill because
Chill.
I don't really like my job is this podcast, like, and I'm not making crazy money off
right,
it.
right.
I'm living at home still. Like I'm just traveling around using my money for that. And then it's like, oh, but I want these Rebirth hoodies.
Choose wisely.
Let me send because I want to send stuff to like guy to do custom Rebirth stuff. And then it's like that's or what it's just
money on top of money. Yeah.
And then whenever I come to Buffalo, I go to the store, and now they keep that store so well stocked.
Yes, it's getting better.
Like I just want to keep
going,
keep buying
going.
stuff, and then my wallet is not
Depleted.
Yes, that's what I know.
It's wounded.
So you have like a full-on job other than
I do construction.
You're just doing this for fun.
I'm just doing this for fun. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like we make a couple bucks out of it.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing some one-on-one pieces for special people. Like we're working on a Benny the Butcher piece right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actually 3 pieces for Benny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you excited for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you give anything, or is it?
No, there's gonna be a lot of brick talk on that one.
Yeah.
A lot of brick talk.
Oh,
a lot of
I'm
bricks on bricks. Yeah.
Have you met all of them? Wes, Conway, or Benny?
I've met West Side.
Yeah, we chill. So she's chilled the West Side so far. Pouncy, obviously, which is fuck next week. Little Dead Boy. Oh, it's like, besides rappers, like artists, Don't Watch TV, Truey.
Oh yeah, so much talent.
So much
well,
talent.
that's what's
man.
crazy
and they're all friends, which like they're truly friends / family. Which you know what I mean? Like they all know each other.
You were talking about the Buffalo Love, like
Buffalo Love. Yes,
it's
real. It's real,
and it's cool as an out. Like you're an artist. You're like I'm a comedian from Massachusetts.
Right.
Like. We're
chilling.
You're a 10-year-old girl. Like we all have no reason to be sitting in this room, even talking together,
right.
Other than what this community has created.
It's great. Think about that. Like there's so much things going on in this city just because of one person.
Mm-hmm.
I was driving. So I was in Rochester and I was driving back last night to Buffalo, just to the hotel, and it was late and I was driving through the city. I don't know why, but I was like, I just want to ask Wes how he feels driving around the city now.
He's got to feel different. Yeah.
Like when he was younger, when he was in trouble driving around the city, the anxiety,
ducking and diving.
to now driving
now, right.
around, it must
He's
be
got his own day.
his own day, his own
day.
store.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
Hey guys, this episode is sponsored by 607 Sound. They're executive producing a new album called Integrated Affinity Volume 1, featuring artists from the 607 like Blicka Don, Anthony Cannon, MBK Ritchie, and more, as well as artists you've seen on Bucked Up like Jay Skis, Brother Tom Sos, and Deuce Ellis. There's going to be a ton of others that I hope to get on the podcast, like Tony Boy, Gaines, Chill Ali, Camouflage Monk, and Origino. Keep up with 607 Sound through their website and socials, and stay tuned for the album released. Let's get back to the show. And it's also crazy to find out the art.
And Libby's lemonade that he's doing with them. That's another thing.
That's also delicious.
Oh, it's amazing. Oh, it's the best.
So
we love it. We love it.
Yeah.
That is really cool that he's doing, because it is our Conway charity that he does.
Yes.
It's building a community.
Yep.
It's cool seeing people travel.
It's a cult-like following.
Yeah, I drive in for the Buffalo Kids store. That was the first time I had ever been in Buffalo.
Was it really? For the store? For the store.
Waited 10 hours in line. None of this stuff it's just cool.
I love
it's
it.
An energy.
I love it. It's such an, and if anybody hasn't been down here and checked it out, come check it out. There's an energy.
And that it's a community that you could bring your daughter
100%.
It's like, what other scene is 100%. Like that? 100%.
They do so much for the kids, book giveaways, bags, pens, papers, clothes. They do so much for kids. They have art sessions for the kids, teach them how to draw, they do a lot.
Do you want to be an artist?
Yeah.
That's your goal. What medium or form of art do you want to partake?
I kind of want to do like landscapes.
Painting or drawing, or
I'm not sure, kind of forms into both.
Yeah, testing it out. It's really cool that you get to do it young, and that you are like a real artist now. You have work up in galleries with artists that are world famous.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's such a young. I bet you are probably one of the youngest artists to have work in a gallery.
That would be awesome. I didn't even think of that.
I mean, there's less than 500 people in the world.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yep.
It's cool. It's all in Buffalo because of this.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing.
That is awesome. Do you have things you want to expand, or are you just doing this as
No, we definitely want to expand. We definitely do. We're actually moving soon to Atlanta.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, we're gonna be moving soon to Atlanta.
Oh, why Atlanta?
Me and my girlfriend, we've always talked about it. I've always had something in my heart about Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
But a long story short, we do have some family out there, and it's just weird, how energies and stuff like that. But it's not the total reason why I'm moving there. It's part of the reason, but I'm adopted. And like I said, literally my whole life, I've always had a mental connection with Atlanta in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always wanted to go there. So recently I did an ancestry, and I come to find out I have family in Atlanta.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it kind of makes the move easier.
Is it feeling weird to leave Buffalo?
Yeah, it's going to feel weird, but we can always come back.
Yeah. And there's connections. BSF. I mean, you're doing these pieces for Benny.
Right.
He's
They're all out in Atlanta.
They're down in Atlanta part-time.
Yep. Yes.
And
we want to experience the art scene out in Atlanta, bring what we have here in Buffalo out to Atlanta, just bring a different spice of life. And we hopefully want to open up an art gallery studio out there.
Oh, that would be
dope.
If you guys have the grand opening, I'm coming down for that. I've never been to Atlanta.
No, you've never been there?
Never been.
We went there a few years ago, right? About 10 days.
Mom's birthday.
And it's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Are you nervous? Are you excited? Or
I don't know. I'm kind of nervous.
I would. Yeah. I moved around a lot as a kid, but only around the same state. I would move around the same state, so I would, but not
same surroundings.
I've never done a big move like that, so I would be nervous for that. I've
Yeah, it's
never
definitely
lived
nervous.
outside of
I'm definitely going to be
Massachusetts.
nervous
Yeah.
about it, especially the closer it gets. We're getting nervous, but
When are you doing the official move?
we're going to list our house in the next couple of days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's depending on how fast we sell our house.
Yeah.
It could be a month, could be 2 months, but I think our house will sell pretty quick. And then we'll move on our
It's
way.
a good market for it.
Yeah, it's a good market for it. Yeah.
Do you have dreams and art of what you want to accomplish or create, or are you just going with the flow right now?
Yeah, I'm kind of just going with the flow, whatever my mind I don't know, my gosh. Like whatever my mind thinks or like what I come up with in my head, I try to create that.
Do you force yourself to like sit down and work, or do you like to just go with go whenever you want to?
I do it like whenever I wanna.
Do you have anything you're working on now?
Mm-mm.
Other than the pieces you're working? That's going to be really cool. Did he reach out to you guys, or did you reach out to him?
So I reached out to him, and which I don't mind. Like I love reaching out to people and like people that inspire me. Like I have a vision. If I see, I'm like, oh, let me see if this guy will work with me or whatever.
I do the same thing. Most of my people have been from messaging them.
Yeah. So I reached out to him on Twitter. He was talking something. I said, hey, Benny, you want to do a collab? I said, I'm a local furniture artist. You want to do a collab? He goes, like, I need a Pyrex chair. I said, fuck that, bro. I said, I'm going to give you a Pyrex throne. So I ended up finding these 3 old altar priest chairs, altar boy chairs, whatever you want to call them. They're about 100 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So right now they're just stripped down and we have the concept all put together. It just takes time to put everything into the process because we're putting in a lot of work with this one, a lot of different art concepts, just a lot of different mediums and stuff. So
did you ever think it was going to take off like it has?
No, not even close. No, nope.
Did you have any social media following before any of that?
Yeah, a little bit. And it's funny too, because before all this too, like I took a break from Instagram for like 4 or 5 months. I maybe had, 500 followers, friends, family, you know what I mean? Just basic bullshit. And then I took a break for a while from that because I just thought I was consuming my time for nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like senseless scrolling. And then I just got back into it and then literally fell into the furniture art world.
Was the piece in Buffalo Kids that was before the piece in Woodshop?
Yeah. No. Fuck Next Week was the first piece like that I did.
Was it? But the first gallery you were in was in Buffalo Kids?
It was a Buffalo
And then
Kids,
how did you get into More Money, Less Violence? How'd you meet Woods?
Obviously, because I did that piece for Pouncy, he got me started.
Yeah.
I told him he could have it. It's for him. It was a gift for him. And I wasn't sure if it was going to go in the gallery or if it was just going to go to his personal house. He can use it for his kids, whatever. And then he just said, hey, listen, my buddy's opening up a store, blah, blah, blah. I said, bro, let's do it, man. It's just more exposure. If he's happy about it, then I'm happy about it.
That is, and there's so many other great pieces. When I was
so much in there, dude.
Awesome art.
So much. We're gonna have to go there after this interview.
Yeah. Have you seen his mural? The Fuck Next Week mural?
Yes.
Have you actually gone
Yes,
to
I've
it?
taken a picture. It's on my Instagram. We've taken a picture with it. Yes.
So I'll just tell a quick
Here we go.
story. I went there because he was like, oh, go take a picture and post it. I'll repost it. So I go with my friend Shamil, who's usually in Buffalo with me. He videotapes. He's an amazing. Find his music at Shamil Kumar. He's an awesome musician and artist, animator. But we go to take pictures there. And there's just dudes dealing right out front. And I get out of the car to walk over. And I'm like, they look at me and they're like, they're like, he does not. And I'm like, I don't.
He's not from here.
So I get back in my car. We get back and I text him. I'm like, hey, I'm going to have to get a picture. I was like, I should have warned you. It's not in the best area. So
you might need an escort.
Still have never gotten the picture there.
And I think it got ruined. I think last thing I heard, I think it got ruined a little bit. But
that's too bad. But I never got my pick. That's why I asked if you guys actually.
I had to. I'm like, again.
You have. Yeah.
I go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. You also live in Buffalo,
and I live in
a little
Buffalo.
different. Yeah.
Right.
I can't be like, hey guys, do you mind moving so I can take
a picture real quick?
Will you hold my phone? Will you take a picture of us?
Fanboying out real quick.
Yeah. Well, it's funny how stuff works like that. Like how Kip and I met. Have you met Kip
No, you didn't
The-
meet Kip. No.
Kip, who you have his shirt on right
Yes.
now.
Kip the boy, my
Yeah.
man,
Kip the Fog.
my commie.
I called him Kip the Frog for
Did you really?
so long, and I didn't realize. And then I met him, and I was like, "I'm sorry, man. I'm just
It
like
happens.
sick as shit. I can't." But
Cool
Kip,
dude though. Fucking
have you haven't
solid.
been out to Mass yet? To
No, I
see his
haven't.
mural?
That's one spot on my bucket list to go see that for
So
sure.
we live 15 minutes away from each other in Massachusetts.
You told me that the
Like,
first time I met you.
It's
Yes.
so weird.
Yes.
Did I tell you the story of how we met?
No.
It's so I was trying to find his mural because it's the hidden alley. Like,
Yes.
you can't
It's,
you can't find it unless you. So I was like, I don't know where it is. I'm trying to find it. I know the area it is, and I have my
see some
pink-
landmarks in the background.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I figure it out.
I literally was looking at videos trying to pick up like
yeah.
a street sign,
Yes.
whatever. And I'm on the phone with my dad, and I have my bright pink Jim Anvil heart hoodie on.
Nice.
And Kip is walking, and he goes, "Nice Griselda hoodie." And I go, "Aren't you kidding? Like, I'm looking
the
for
fuck
your
outta here."
artwork right now." And he goes, "Well, let me take it. Let me
Are you
take you."
serious?
Literally just on the street. I go, I'll talk to you later, Dad. I hang up with him, and we talked for maybe 45 minutes. And
Timing's everything.
that's literally how we met. It was such a universe, you know? Things are meant
It's a
to
beautiful story.
It is. It's the same thing as you going, "Oh, let's go to the store," just on a whim.
On a whim. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
those omens in life.
That's
I don't know if
awesome.
you read
Man.
the
It's meant to be.
Yeah, for
meant
real.
to be. For real.
Just like this. I'm so happy that you came to the festival
Yes.
that
With Kip. I came with Kip.
oh really?
And
To
he came out to Buffalo to meet me so we could go to West Side Gun Day together. That's why he was out
yeah,
here.
That was
Kip-
why it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another one. I was so mad I couldn't go to the store, but I was performing on West Side Gun Day here, which
yes.
again wasn't a comedy type show, but it's also as cool having another person there that can come out and like understands it a little bit. Like,
yeah, you can have a conversation.
do any of your friends get it?
Yes, some of them. Some, but they're not fan. But like, obviously, I'm like in the scene, but I'm such a fanboy. I don't give a fuck.
I still am
I'm
too.
a fanboy. I don't, like even, like Truey, don't watch TV. I've known him before all this. We used to,
really?
Yeah, we used to work together in construction.
Oh, for real?
But but honestly, dude, he's still the same person he was.
Andy's a brilliant artist.
Oh my God, beyond, he's genius.
He has a mural right, just totally coincidentally, right next to my studio, my podcast studio in the East Village. Literally
insane.
within a block or
everywhere.
two from it, he has a mural. And I was walking one day because my producers live in New York and they have a studio that
Gotcha.
and it was
Yep.
right. I was like, what are the chances
of
that
that?
it was
Right.
right there?
Right.
So you knew each other beforehand.
Yes. Yep.
Other friends, they're not fans like it.
They're just, they're just fucking stiff, man. There's stiff people out there, that
Do
just,
they not like that this is like the Buffalo? Do they not get the whole like
they don't get it, it's some people, it's hard for people to swallow, especially when some of the stuff is so in your face and so graphic and
Yeah.
but they're
Even the
painting
187 on the back of shirts, people get weirded out by that.
about
It's
it. It's just like, well, he talks about this, he talks about that, but you watch, whatever at home,
Yeah. Or you talk and then you talk to him and he's the nicest like,
guy ever, man.
So
Come
all
on.
of them are
Come on.
like a fan first. Like when I
I'm
got
a fan
to
for
go,
me too, 100%.
when I got to go into the green room at Conway's show in Boston and hang out with him, like I had known Conway, and it's funny. He actually had come up to me and goes, "I remember you. You're the comedian."
That's dope.
And so then I'm in
He
the green
remembers
room. Yeah, I was because back in like 2017, I saw him at this tiny little club called the Middle East upstairs in Boston, and
That's crazy.
I took a picture with him. The picture I posted from 4 years ago on Instagram. I was so nervous, and then he went outside to smoke, and I went outside after him, just like, maybe I can ask one more question.
Yeah, have a little
Like,
conversation.
and we talked for like 45 minutes about stand-up because he's a big stand-up fan. And then fast forward to the Paradise, he then introduced me to Benny and Wes the next year. Fast forward, I'm in the green room, and it's just like, I'm still a fan. I'm still so
fan.
nervous.
But that's how cool they are too,
Yeah,
man. They just, they'll
exactly.
sit there and talk to you for
forever, just kind.
Come on, man.
It was so. I was rolling a joint in the green room. I apologize.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
I know.
It's just like drinking a beer.
I know,
It's
but it
just like
is very funny with like
Right.
you're in situations that are normally 10-year-olds aren't normally in.
Right.
But you're gonna look back at this as some pretty cool. It'll be cool to look at this interview in like 5 years when you're older. It'll
Absolutely.
or for you, like having this time
with
to
my
look
daughter.
back.
Absolutely. You know, just we've had some great moments already. You know, great pictures, great stories. You know, met some great people.
Yeah.
You know, just the connections with people is just awesome too.
And what I didn't realize until older is it's all about like networking and creating people.
Absolutely.
And
Positive.
you wanting to be an artist, you're creating a base now that most artists never had. So it is really cool, even if you don't stick with the like rap art scene.
Right. She'll be good. She's so much in the art. And she's so versatile too, which is what I like. You know, she's not just in the one thing.
Yeah.
Which I'm mostly in the one thing.
I'm in the one thing.
Yeah,
too. I tell jokes and I talk to. I realized what my one thing was, and I am
stick with it. Stay in your lane. Yep.
Oh my gosh, it is funny the not fit, like fitting in, but also like not fitting in, like in situations where you're like at in the green room. His bodyguard goes up to him, and he must not have seen me talking to him or something. He just points at me. He goes, "Is he supposed to be here? Do you want me to get
rid of him?" Right.
And Connor's like, "No, man." And I'm just like shaking, rolling up. Like,
don't know how to act.
I don't know how to act at all. It's cool because I'm a fan.
Absolutely.
And they understand that so much. Like West Side, when I met him, he gave me a hug.
Dude, he's so cool, man. Like genuine too. It's not that fake shit. Just you could tell. You know what I mean? He's just they just take time, bro. It's just crazy.
It is really crazy.
You know.
Do you have any dream pieces? This is a question to both of you. I guess I'll ask you dream pieces you want to work on, or people even outside of rap that you would like to do work with, or
I'm not sure. Not really.
Do you have a favorite artist outside of like Griselda?
Yeah.
Who?
I Dress, probably.
I don't know who that is.
Like a music artist.
Oh yeah. Idra.
And then Nicki Minaj too. You said that one time. She wanted to do Nicki Minaj. She wanted to do a piece.
Oh yeah. What would you do? Do you have an idea for it?
No.
Nicki Minaj. Do you guys know Made in New York, the photographer?
No.
He's from Buffalo.
That does sound familiar now what you say, but I do not know him.
He was just doing photography for Nicki Minaj.
Was he really?
Yeah. It's just funny connections in Buffalo.
It's crazy.
Do you have any dream pieces you would want to do? No. I got Nicki Minaj. I love Nicki Minaj.
I'll be honest with you. Like after being up in the gallery, I'm happy, man. I'm good. Anything after that is just
looking back like
gravy.
2 years ago, or I guess 5 years ago. Would you ever expect like any of this?
No, not at all. Not even close.
You have art. Did you ever think like in the back of your mind, do you ever like, I want to be an artist?
No, never. I'll be honest with you. No, I've always been in the painting. I've always appreciated art and things like that. Mm-hmm. But I've just been, focused on just making money and providing for my family, just going through the motions in life. You know what I mean? And that's just not the way to live. It's just not. Yeah. I wanted different things out of my life. So it's like you got to do different things, to get a different result.
Yeah. Stepping out of your comfort zone.
Stepping out of my comfort zone. And it's just like, I'm so glad I did because we're having fun.
But what made you do that first kit piece? I know the mental health, but what made you like? I'm just always, my brain races. Like as soon as I wake up in the morning, my brain is just like, it's going. And I just always, not that I'm a one-upper, I just always want to make something better, I guess, or just make it, you know what I mean? And again, like people in my community where I started off with the furniture art, they all use the same products and materials and just different colors. And I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just make my own prints or just do my own art, and then work with certain artists and just like take it another step, and and I just Kip the Fog is one of my favorite artists right now. He's brilliant.
He's
He's
just brilliant, man. The Last Supper he just did is just like,
oh my god,
like he's, you know what I mean?
the
So
Lil Wayne one I love. His
that Lil Wayne one, they're just all dope, man.
Yeah,
they're just so yeah. And I just wanted to put it on a piece.
How did you find out about him?
Through Instagram, through
Yeah.
Instagram, just following, again, being a fan,
Mhm.
just being a fan.
It is. I didn't even know he was in when I saw the mural. I didn't know it was in the town I live right next
It was
to.
insane.
Like,
That mural still, like, I told him too, I want to do that. I mean, and obviously on the table,
yeah. Do you want to do other, like you said, you're making the chair?
Yep.
Do you want to do like a furniture line? Of
Yeah,
stuff?
oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We got another. So me and Kip were talking yesterday. This all started going down yesterday because I've been trying to promote the last piece that I did with Finesse Art Life on Instagram. We did a piece for Conway, which is up on Instagram. I know Instagram's broken right now, but it's on Instagram. So me and Finesse Art Life did a piece and we've been trying to promote it. And I was promoting on Twitter and, we started going back and forth with Jay Ski.
Oh, yeah.
So now me and Kip are going to do a one-on-one piece for Jay Ski.
Oh, that's going to be crazy.
So that just kind of just started talked about yesterday.
Yeah.
So, but I have a little bit of a vision.
You have an idea.
I have an idea where we're going to go with it, but
everyone should go check out the Conway piece you just did too.
That piece is fire.
That was awesome.
Lipstick pink.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. Lipstick pink.
Do you have a favorite one that you've done so far?
Probably the Kanye one.
The new one? That one's I can't wait to see it in person.
Yeah.
Is that the one you have?
Yeah, it's outside of the car right now.
All right,
yeah.
we're gonna go do that now. Do you want to plug your social media where people can see your stuff?
It's pure_paint_life. And we're on Twitter at the same thing. Come check us out. Me and Lil Sis. Lil Sis will be having her own Instagram page here in a little while too, which will be Lil Sis Drip.
Oh, I can't wait to see your artwork.
Yeah. I'm gonna
have to see some of your pieces too, not just
yes. And actually, she has a panel up in MMLV right now.
Oh yeah.
So
you're gonna have to show that.
We'll check that out today too as well.
Thank you guys both so much for being on. I really do appreciate it.
And actually, real quick though, you can see Ava's work on the mannequins in the Galleria Mall for the Buffalo Kids Gallery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did 6 mannequins for Wes and the store. So
that's awesome. Did he reach out to you for that? Or
he reached out to me. I don't know if you guys check it out.
No, I'd love to hear this story.
So this is a crazy one. So Wes reached out to me on Twitter. It was like 2:30 in the morning. I woke up to this, but he just reached out to me and just said, "Peace, homie." And I woke my girl, like, again, a fucking fanboy.
Yeah.
Wake my girl up, and I'm like, "Yo, did you see this?" And she's just like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm like, he wants that. And I said, I'll never forget. I go, he just sent out the bad signal. So I was like, so I get back at him. We're going back and forth. And he was just like, he needed these mannequins done. So they could, put their clothes on them. They're going to display them all throughout the mall. And I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. I'm like, I'll come by Monday or Tuesday somewhere and we'll figure out a plan. He was like, oh, no. He goes, I need them done today. Like right now. And this was at like noon. And so I live like an hour away from the gallery. We didn't know what the hell we were walking into. So me, her mother and Ava, we loaded up our bags, all kinds of paint gear, went to the Galleria Mall. And by the time we got there, the space that they provided for us, something happened with the lighting. And honestly, again, it worked out. So we ended up taking the mannequins back home, driving back home another hour, pulled an all-nighter, painted all 6 of the mannequins, and delivered them back to the mall and got them back there on time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That must have been insane.
Yeah, so that was cool. So we did that.
When do those get displayed?
They're displayed right now. They're on display right now. They're on display right now in the Galleria Mall, and they have Buffalo Kids gear all over them.
Oh, I can't wait to see.
Yeah, we did one Libby's. We did one for Libby's. We did a good job on there. So you can see Ava's artwork on those right now.
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah. I'm going to go over to that one too.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
We appreciate it. All the love. Thank you.
Man, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us, bro.
Of course.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Of course. I'm so happy to have you guys on. I really appreciate it.
Bro, I love you, bro. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Peace.